All right, we ran out of space for a moment there, but we're back. So, where I was talking about the moment I got connected with my higher self, right? The moment that voice came out of me, and I realized all this energy that I was connected to. It was like I had realized that I was like a battery compared to like the real thing. The real thing was like the power source that you plug into, like plugging into the wall. And me in this lifetime, I'm just like a little battery. I'm just like a little, like, I only last like 70 to 100 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like I'm meant to I'm not designed even to last forever, right? So I realized when that power came through me, it was like all these layers of my identity just like fell away, like instantly, within an instant, because of the power that just like broke through it all, you know? So like a snowball effect, right? If I'm this little battery of power that gets rolled down this whole hill called life, or a mountain, and it just rolls up like a snowball. And all these identities, it happens to all of us, right? The moment you're born, people are like, oh, you're fat, you're tall, you're short, you're skinny, you're stupid, you're fast, you're slow, you're American, you're Asian, you're Texan, or like whatever, like you're poor. Like all these things that people like put on you, or you put on yourself, or people take away from you, they all kind of become your identity. Whereas like, hey, I like Power Rangers, and you're like, well, I don't like Power Rangers. Either way, both parties, like you're still adding that to your identity. Whether it's something you claim or you don't claim, you're still saying that I'm somebody who doesn't like this, right? It's a catch-22. It's supposed to happen. It's literally designed like that. So, it makes us all diverse. But what I realized that the power that I got back into, my higher self was like me, full white beard, huge white beard. And it was like I was my own grandfather. It looked like I was looking at myself as if I was my own grandfather. And he was like the oversoul, the higher soul, and it looked like Bohemian Rhapsody. Like when you see the cover and they're all like in the darkness and their heads are floating. It was like that. I saw myself like in that same image, my higher self, in that same setting. And I saw my soul, and it was a ring. It was like a circle, right? It was the perfect shape. There's no beginning, there's no end. Just like the sun, just like your eyeballs, just like the clock without the hands on it. Like it's a perfect shape. There's no beginning, no end, and it can be divided an infinite amount of times, right? And I felt like my soul, I could see, well, I didn't feel it, I saw my soul had like fractions to it, like a pie chart, where it was split up into different parts. And each part was a different lifetime that my soul is like, decided to like go into and like come back with the information, right? And each of these little pieces of pies were like my different me's, or us's, or whatever, with my higher self. All like, just like me right now, I'm a version of my higher self that came through here at this time and has all the identities and everything. And then same thing with all the other ones, right? And some of them may have awoken faster than me, or maybe I woke up faster than some other ones. And maybe they might be on this plane, or maybe they might be in some other planes or dimensions. But when I could see through the pie chart, like all the different versions of us. And it wasn't, I felt like my pie chart probably had like 20 to 30. I think that's when people say, hey, you got an old soul, is because you've had these different lifetimes and you're like your over soul, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to maybe like a newer soul that might only have like 1 or 2 lifetimes within it, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I felt like that was the purpose of being being alive, is that taking on these identities and everything is supposed to happen. The snowball effect is supposed to happen because it kind of makes you unique. Like there would be no point to experience different lifetimes if they're all literally the same person, the same style, the same swag. It's like, in this lifetime, I'm like I'm like a kind of like a teacher, a spiritual teacher, and like a performer and an animator and stuff. And in another lifetime, I may be a beautician. And in another lifetime, I may be a pro athlete. In another lifetime, I may be like a construction worker. But it's like all these different lifetimes are all like happening parallel. And for me, I was like, oh, that's the part. Okay, I'm supposed to like, become my own version of me. It's not all about just like being just like them. Obviously, the power comes to you, but you're kind of supposed to go down this like little pigeonhole, I guess, or whatever, in your own identity. So, I came to realize that all we're doing here is just taking in information and taking it back up. So all this that you see, this is all just condensed light. On a quantum level, all this is just condensed light. It's just light and sound. That's really all there is. And we're just taking in information and taking it back up. You know what I'm saying? So our higher selves is a culmination of all these, right? And it's just like understanding, learning, becoming more aware, and just like, okay, that looks interesting. I'm gonna put myself over there, you know what I'm saying? And see what happens. So that's what I got out of it, right? So the voice that came out of me, a friend of mine that's a little more spiritually like aware at the time than I was, he was like, oh no, that's just your higher self. Because I thought the laugh, I was like, for a long time I was like, yo, was that like an evil laugh or something? Like, what was that? He was like, no, he was just laughing at you, like laughing at you, like figuring it out, kind of like a baby like crawling out the crib like ahead of time before and the parents would have to kind of laugh like, oh, it's finding how to get out the crib, you know. That's pretty much what was going on. I was like finding a way how to kind of get out the crib, you know. But at the same time, you know, I didn't know everything. You know, I still don't know everything, but I did get such a strong vision that it was kind of like in Dune when the main character, he has like a premonition of what his future is going to be like, and it's flashing of all this stuff, and he's like, you know, like the chosen one and everything. And the same thing with Rey in the Force Awakens, when she touches the lightsaber and she has all these flashes about like her future and what's going to happen and all the battles she's going to go through. It was like that. I had like a flash of all these things about like what was going on and like who I was going to be. Obviously I couldn't piece it all together at the time, but now things are kind of becoming a little bit more clear, you know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful story. Like I think we all have the ability to unlock an aspect of ourselves which is dormant. And they say it all the time, your Kundalini and stuff. It's like, it's real, yo. It's real. Like the energy that you feel is real. It's one of the realest things I can ever say that I've experienced. More real than anything, really. You know what I'm saying? But it's not everybody's gonna find it, and it's unfortunate. It's not gonna happen for everybody, but it's there for everyone. We're just not in a world where we're kind of taught that that's like what's going on. That we have this amazing thing within us that only needs to be activated. But you know, it's what it is. There is more to the story. I know I'm missing parts. There's definitely a lot more to the story. I'm missing parts, but I'm also kind of, you know, it's been a long day, I'm not gonna lie. But I love y'all. Hey, stay in tune, stay in touch. You know, I won't be far. We're gonna have another video soon. I hope y'all like this. If y'all are curious about anything, drop a comment. I'll be in the comments. Y'all know I'll be in the comments. Love y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.